cameras right there. It records out the front.
That's really neat how that comes from the factory like that.
It is phenomenal cool. I instructed the Porsche Club group. They all look at it and like, holy cow, that is so cool. Why doesn't Porsche do that? I don't know. Chevrolet's had it for years.
Yeah.
No pace car this time. You're on your own.
Good. Need no stinking pace car.
I didn't even realize there was one when we went out on green. It was probably we did a lap before we even caught up to people.
So yeah, this thing is so awesome. We get back, I'll show you a little bit on here, but you actually take the SD card out and plug it into my computer, and it gives you every piece of data you would ever want.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's crazy cool.
Nice.
So we're going to have to run it at a pretty good pace because we're in the white and red group, and I don't want to hold people up. But this is not the pace you're going to be running at, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to make you aware of that. But do note, as we're driving, you don't have responsibility for braking and the gas and steering. So kind of note where we are on track, because I'm going to run the line that eventually I want you to kind of get to.
Okay.
Infield's going to feel pretty familiar because you're running pretty much the same line. It's the big track where I'll have just slight differences, and you'll notice, we're going to be on the gas pretty much full all the way in the high banks.
Okay.
And like I told you before, with you're doing a good job of ramping up, but they really will hold you, quite well.
Okay.
And in this group, red and yellow or red and white, point buys are optional. I still give point buys because I like to make sure people know I know that they're going to be passing.
Yeah.
And I'd really prefer that they point me by too. If I'm out there with a bunch of people I know and I've run with before, it's a different deal. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because we'll see some passing going on that will be in non-standard places and may or may not be using a point buy. So that's another, obvious big difference.
Makes sense.
Okay, so if we left a little bit, tires kind of warm back up. So the DCT does all wonderful kind of shifting. We're going to get kind of lazy. I do mess around with transmission drive. So I'm going to fade, fairly wide here and try and bring it in, and then open the wheels with all the power. You're trying to make the same place, it's the same. I touch the brake there, that's what the tire won't go.
the song? Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll give that a try.
So, our corner work is going up to the left here. So, left there. Keep projecting this all the way up, and then we'll up in front of us. Look here.
Okay. Yeah. Gosh, that looks like a dangerous spot to be in front of. Working on that one. Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. This guy's here, you can see.
Yeah, I always see this spot. Yep.
Then the guy who saw too. He works for the objective flight as well as
That was great. Yeah. You're good. This car is awesome. You're a great driver. It's smart, man.
Okay. Yeah. The car is very subtle. It's just like any other car. You get used to the attributes and the characteristics of it, and you work with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, the ones where we're just kind of blowing and going there, they aren't representative of kind of the speeds, but you get the idea anyway. Especially with the placement.
Yeah.
Like, coming down this straightaway on the front and stuff like that. Of where to place the car and line yourself up for a little better braking zone there and stuff like that.
It's amazing how fast you can go around the bank.
Yeah, and that's
it's so hard to realize you can do that until you go.
And that was the other reason I wanted you to go with me.
Yeah.
Our cars are different, but your car will hold on the bank, and you got to ramp up to that. But getting in the car and feeling it, and you're like, well, crap, we didn't crash. Right?
Yeah.
And maybe the first time it's like, are we gonna cozy up to that outside wall? Are we gonna get too close to it? And to be honest with you, and this is why my wife absolutely loves it when I take riders. She's always wanting me to take riders because I only ride at about 90% maybe max.
Yeah.
Because when I got somebody in the car with me, I've got an extra responsibility to so that wasn't, even though there's like fairly fast laps, that wasn't all that fast. Okay, let's stop this.